Recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. This past Sunday, thousands gathered around the world to commemorate the grim anniversary of the deadly attack on the EMEA Jewish Community Center of Buenos Aires, Argentina. I was particularly honored to participate in a special ceremony in Miami organized by the American Jewish Committee and Aventura Shabbat to share in this solemn occasion and recommit ourselves to holding the Iranian regime accountable for such death and destruction. 16 years ago, on Sunday, the world saw firsthand the ruthless cruelty of the Iranian regime and the extent to which it would export its violent extremist views and activities worldwide. The government of Argentina found that this heinous attack was organized by some of the highest past and present leaders of the Iranian regime. The state prosecutor of Argentina found that these Iranian leaders had turned to Hezbollah to carry out the regime's murderous adventures. At a ceremony in Buenos Aires this weekend, a relative of one of the victims told the crowd, and I quote, "We accuse Iran of being behind the death of my brother, of your friends, of your neighbors, a country that denies the Holocaust and even threatens to erase another country of the world with nuclear weapons with the consent of Russia and Brazil, a country which shakes his hands with Venezuela," end quote. Madam Speaker, we must remain mindful that the same murderous ideology and even some of the same perpetrators that spawned the EMEA attack then remain part of the Iranian regime today. Iran's current defense minister was issued an international arrest warrant by Interpol in 2007 based on his involvement in the EMEA attack. The government of Argentina also found several former Iranian embassy officials to be responsible for the EMEA attack, showing us that Iran is more than willing to use its embassies abroad as tools of its extremist goals. The ongoing diplomatic infiltration of Iran into the Western Hemisphere presents a direct threat to U.S. national security interests. The Argentine prosecutor reportedly concluded that the primary reason that Argentina was the chosen target of the EMEA attack was that Argentine government's, quote, unilateral decision to terminate the nuclear materials and technology supply agreements that had been concluded years previously between Argentina and Iran, end quote. 16 years later, we face an Iranian regime on the verge of obtaining nuclear weapons capabilities and seeking support for its nefarious agenda. This rogue state is stepping up its military, political, and economic cooperation with countries around the world, particularly in Latin America. A Defense Department report this April stated that the elite corps of Iran's Revolutionary Guard is, quote, well established in the Middle East and North Africa, and recent years have witnessed an increased presence in Latin America, particularly Venezuela, end quote. Similarly, there have been press reports in Nicaragua that Iranian operatives have allegedly been moving in and out of the country using diplomatic cover. And the relationship between the Cuban and Iranian regimes is long-standing. The United States must work together with our democratic allies to address all facets of the Iranian threat, which goes well beyond the nuclear program and extends well past the Middle East. With this in mind, I was proud to recently introduce, along with many of my House colleagues in a bipartisan way, House Concurrent Resolution 295 to both condemn the heinous EMEA attack in Buenos Aires and to serve as a reminder of the danger that Iran and its proxies pose to all freedom-loving people. The members of the Global Jihadist Network, sponsored by Tehran, have demonstrated time and time again, in word and in action, that they will stop at nothing to target and destroy the State of Israel, its interests overseas, and the Jewish people wherever they may be. It is more important than ever for our government and our nation to stand unequivocally with Israel and against the growing threats to Israel's security, and her very existence. I thank the Speaker for the time, and I yield back.